Good morning, friends. Welcome to Morning Motivation with Dr. K, where my number one goal is to give you a positive perspective. Happy Thursday. So today I want to talk about sleep. I think we've talked about this before, but I remember when I was in residency and I was working, I guess you technically are supposed to work 80 hours a week in residency, and I had like 2 moonlighting jobs and I was pregnant. And I remember going to a sleep store and buying like my first nice mattress. Like I got a Sleep Number mattress. No, I didn't. I got what is the other one? Tempur-Pedic mattress. And I remember thinking, golly, this is so expensive, but it was like one of the best investments that I ever made because you spend like a third of your life in bed and sleep is the foundation for everything you do. So if you're not getting sleep, you're not going to show up as the best version of yourself. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Darren. So what do you guys do to ensure that you're getting good sleep, knowing that your entire day and your entire life is better when you're taking care of your sleep? Does anybody else have sleep problems? I just literally subscribed to an app to help me with my sleep because it's funny how we don't even notice sometimes how much anxiety we have, and we can say, well, I'm not anxious and I'm doing fine and I trust that everything's going well. But then, hey, Mark, but then you're not sleeping well, right? Hey, Danny. So I have been waking up multiple times at night, unable to go back to sleep. I have a hard time falling asleep. And then in the morning I wake up and I'm super tired. Good morning, Gary. I've also had nightmares, holy moly. Yes, Mark, hiding your smartphone. So that is one thing. I have some blue light glasses that I try to wear at nighttime. I have all the worst sleep habits. I don't give myself enough time to sleep. I eat late at night. I have a TV in my room. I'm on my smartphone. So I don't even give myself a fighting chance to have good sleep. I do have a nice bed that helps me to get more comfortable. There was also, so Darren says he takes melatonin. See, melatonin is hit or miss for me. I don't really think that it super helps. I know a lot of people have said as soon as you take melatonin, you need to lay down and try to go to sleep because if you wait too long, it doesn't work. But I really feel especially those of us who deal with anxiety, that if we're not getting good sleep, we are not showing up as the best version of ourselves the next day. We can't think as clearly. We can't make as good of decisions. We can't be as motivated. We can't be as creative. We can't be as nice to people. So it's super important to focus on making sure you're getting good sleep, right? Even I read an article about the temperature in your house when you sleep, that if it's there's a perfect temperature, I think they said 67, and it helps you sleep better. Thank you, Danny. Hey, Alfred. Move TV out of bedroom. I know. I tell people that all the time. Heather says, I take Nature Made Sleep that has 3 milligrams of melatonin and L-theanine. That's a natural herb that helps calm your mind. There is something called Sleep Now by Herbalife that I take. I have no idea what's in it, but I'm just so I don't want to get dependent upon anything to sleep. I know that's so silly. I tell my patients not to worry about that, but I just, Mark says, make bedroom into a dark cave. Yeah. And not have lights in there and stuff, right? Hey, Monica. Darren says, I sleep with the TV or radio on every night. I need a little noise, and the Cricket sleep apps drive me crazy. Mark, 60 degrees. Do you live in a freezer? Holy moly. I don't know about that. So if we always try to focus on a positive perspective and, talk about showing up as the best version of ourselves in this world, and we've talked about how loving yourself is the key to everything in life, to being the best version of yourself and to having a life well lived. Well, how can you love yourself or show up as the best version of yourself if you're not getting sleep, right? So yesterday I worked for 14 hours and got home really late and was so tired, and I couldn't sleep, and I was up all night. And I realized that, yes, I have a lot more anxiety than I give myself credit for. There's just a lot going on. We had a lot of layoffs at work this week. Even doctors lost their jobs. So I have all that resonating in my mind. I did turn off my news alerts because I was having New York Times interrupt me several times during the day with true maybe but negative thoughts, so I don't need that. A lot of times when I look at social media before I go to bed, I get more anxious because most of the things on there make me feel sad. Fan blowing creates noise. Yeah, so I do have a fan at night. Vehicle shut. Okay. I have a loaner vehicle because my car is getting an oil change. Anyway, thank you guys. I like these sleep ideas. I was sitting here thinking I really need to prioritize sleep because it can really get away from you if you let it. Like if you don't make it a priority, just like everything else in life, it's not going to be a priority. And if it's not a priority, you're not going to do well. It's going to start to trickle into your relationships, into your work, into everything. Shut up, Darren. Oh man, whatever. But yeah, so what else do you guys have? What other ideas do you guys have for sleep hygiene? So I do all the wrong things. I'm a doctor. I know what to tell people, and I don't do any of it because I never had a problem with sleep for the longest time, or I didn't sleep but didn't think it was a problem. But these mornings getting here, I'm living on caffeine, and I tried to have less caffeine and it did not work out for me. So, hey Donna. So guys, what do you guys do to make sure that you get good sleep? Mark says power nap at lunch. I think one of my problems is I feel like sleeping is a waste of time sometimes. Like if I sleep in, I feel like, oh my goodness, like guilty, like I could have got so much more done. So I don't give myself enough grace to sleep. And I also have little kids, and so they're not going to let me sleep in anyway. Of course, Darren, like everything on Morning Motivation is I need to practice what I preach. Do you guys not get that by now? Everything I show up and tell you guys what to do is things that I need to do. Of course. I am no different than you all. I have all the same problems. So absolutely, I definitely need to practice what I preach. But no, sleeping is just so stinking important. And if we don't get it right, Heather says I don't have caffeine after 3. So one of the things though that's interesting is I'm not even sure. I think that the caffeine thing is kind of like all in my mind a little bit because I have like profound ADHD, like tested and proven. And so I think it helps me focus. To have caffeine, it doesn't make me hyper, and I don't think it keeps me up at night. I haven't noticed a correlation. Like even if I drink caffeine before bed, I don't think that it keeps me up at night because I think I'm a little bit different in regards to that. But anyway, I just, caffeine is evil. Well, sure. So is sugar. So is flour. So is all the things. Turn clocks towards the wall at bedtime. I found myself waking up throughout the night. Yes, Wendy. Yes, that. Holy moly. I do that so often. And mine is like, it's not even a clock. It's my phone that's sitting there. But I feel like I would freak out if I didn't have the ability to like look and see what time it is. I don't know. You maybe have something there, Wendy. Well, it's good to know that I'm not the only one that has sleep issues. I'm pretty sure like every single person on here has said something that you guys have had to do, which means at some point you've struggled with sleep as well. I think I haven't really made it a priority. And sometimes I sleep just fine. I think that it's just with everything going on right now, it's like just not working. Like I wake up several times a night, and I'm going to admit something that I think I've told you guys before. I stress eat like no one's business, and especially at night. Like before I go to bed, and I wake up several times at night and I'm so anxious and so stressed out, and I'll just like eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm not kidding. So I know what you guys are going to say about that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's have some sugar in the middle of the night and try to sleep. I don't know, y'all. Josh says I don't sleep. I know, right? We need to do something. This is bad. Hey, Stephanie. Light entering eyes stimulates the brain. Right. It's the whole melatonin. Oh, sorry, Josh. I see what you're saying. I have been jovial, but doing my gratitude posts in the evening gives me the opportunity to focus on my day and seek the things that are good in my day. Helps me settle down. Yeah. And I do that too. Like I have a gratitude practice that I do at night too, but there's just a lot going on, y'all. And the thing is like, at the level of belief, like I totally believe that everything is going to be just fine. But for some reason I still stress about things. Even if like I've got it like at a head level, maybe it's because I have it at head level, but not at heart level. Maybe that's what's going on. Mark says more sugar equals fat. Dude, do you think I don't know that? Do you think I think that's going to make me skinny? I know. That's certainly not why I eat it. Caffeine races heart, more anxiety. Well, I mean, okay, but not for everybody. Like caffeine in, like we use stimulants in ADHD to help calm us down, actually. So, and I know I meditate, I pray, I do all the things. I know all the things. I tell you guys all the things. Pick on Dr. K Day. I know. Jeez. I'm an easy target. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to work on it. If anybody else out there is having sleep problems, cheers to you. It sucks. But at least I recognize it. And I think that I have some ideas towards things that I need to do to start getting more sleep and showing up as a better version of myself. So, well, thank you guys for your suggestions. I will work on this. If you've got anything else, you let me know. But just a reminder, sleep is everything. You cannot show up as the best version of yourself. You cannot have good self-esteem. You can't love yourself if you're showing up cranky and tired. You're less productive, you're less energetic, you're less creative, you're less loving, all the things. So work on that with me. All right, friends. Thank you, Mark. I hope everybody has a fabulous day. Thank you for, don't grind your teeth. I always grind my teeth. I actually literally, before a really big exam in medical school, like around Christmas time, I was grinding my teeth so badly at night that I literally fractured a tooth. I didn't even know you could fracture a tooth. Like, broke my own tooth from grinding my teeth. How stinking crazy is that? Not a good experience. Will either heal you or... Right, Taryn? Oh, you guys crack me up. You guys have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Bye.